The old man's picked me to take one other guy and go out on a reconnaissance patrol. Probably be gone a day and a half, 2 days. So I just gone and briefed my fella that's going with me. Neither one of us have any military experience, but we're both hunters. We've both been outside the wire quite a few times, and we've seen a little bit of fighting, and I think we'll do okay. Don't expect any fighting. As a matter of fact, if we do our job right, there shouldn't be any fighting because nobody should see us. What I'm going to do now is look over my gear, what I'm taking, make sure there's not anything here that I don't need, make sure I got everything I do need. And after I've looked my gear over, then I'll go inspect my buddy's gear, make sure he's ready. Well, I got some gloves, and I got a boonie hat, and I got some camouflage and bug netting to help me to keep from getting eaten up and maybe cut down on my appearance. I'm taking a belt and a harness to hold it all together. Pretty light what I'm actually taking. It looks bulky, but there's not a lot here. Let's look at it. First of all, we're going to be on our belly a lot, so I don't have a lot of gear in the front. These two kidney pouches, they'll kind of go a little bit to the side, so it'll be easy to lay on my gut and not be laying on anything hard. In the first pouch, I've got a canteen. Nothing else in there. I'll be carrying 3 canteens. No canteen cups. We ain't gonna be doing no cooking. But we might get thirsty. And they're just Gatorade bottles, but we're kind of short of canteens and they do the job. Now we're carrying 22s. Which should be fine, because like I said, if we do our job right, there ain't gonna be no fighting, there ain't gonna be no shooting, because nobody's gonna see us. We've both been issued 5 mags. And these are 25 round magazines. So that's pretty good. And I tell you, people that sneer at the 22, I would want to get shot with a 22. And that little rifle, that little 10-22 rifle that we all grew up shooting, that'll throw out some lead quick if it needs to. So I feel pretty good. Like I said, don't plan on using it. Also in the side pouch of my canteen pouch, got a little bit of camo paint. Now my buddy won't carry any, there's no reason for that. We'll both use this. In my other kidney pouch, over on the other side, got a tourniquet. This basically is all the first aid kit we're taking. Both of us will take a tourniquet. If we get hurt, our mission is to shut down and move on back. And tourniquet will take care of anything life-threatening. We don't got time to be taking anything else. Food. Like I said, we're not going to be doing any cooking out there. So I went and got us just some snacks that we can be eating cold, that won't make a smell. So got a couple cans of Vienna sausage and some snack type stuff. Not smelly, don't have to be cooked, won't make a lot of noise. I'm taking 1 pair of wire cutters, not the big ones, just the little old dikes. And I'm going to go over with my buddy how to cut wire later. And the way you do that is one man holds onto the wire on both sides of where it's going to be cut, and the second man cuts it. That way the wire don't spring and make a bunch of noise. Either whether it's got booby traps on it or not, wire can make a lot of noise if it's under tension and suddenly it's released. This isn't really good for wire cutting, but it'll cut barbed wire, and I don't expect to see anything but barbed wire, if that. So I got wire cutters. Then down deep, I've got a radio turned off and a whistle. Now, this is only to get us back in the perimeter when we come back. We'll make contact, hopefully with the radio, and if not, if something goes wrong there, we'll use the whistle and we'll get our way back in. Now, in this butt pack, which looks real bulky, but is actually pretty light, I got camouflage. We don't have ghillie suits, but we have this camouflage material. It's kind of a hunting blind. We're going to take it out there with us, and if we can find us a good lay, we're going to camouflage ourselves and then just lay down, take it easy, and see what's going on. In addition, I've got some of this scraps of camouflage that we can use to help both on our way out and while we're laid up. Also, in this little waterproof bag that the camouflage is in, I have a notebook and a pencil, so I can take any notes if there's more than I can remember, so that when I come back to report back in, I'll have it all figured out. I may have to draw out something. I may have to write down who I see coming, when I see them going, stuff like that. Up here, got me a pair of binos. Not much. The good binos stay here on the perimeter, but they'll do the job. And then got a pocket knife. And that's pretty much it. My partner will carry pretty much the same thing. He won't have his own camouflage. We'll share that. We'll share the camo paint. He'll have his own water. He'll have his own ammo. He'll have his own snacks. We'll share the dikes, and there's no reason for him to carry that. So that's pretty much it. That's all we're going to take for a 1 to 2 day reconnaissance trip. Now I've got to go check his gear, and then we're going to go over some things like cutting the wire, as I said, and maybe look at the map and talk about the danger areas we'll go across. And then we'll get some sleep and head out before dawn. We're taking the slings off our rifles, and I'm taping up the sling swills so they don't make any noise. Now, the 22 they gave me has a folding stock, but I won't be messing with that. I also got a little scope on there. My buddy's rifle doesn't have a scope. He's using iron sights, but that's just fine. Use a little bit of burlap and some vet wrap to camouflage the rifle. Kind of break up its appearance. So there you go. The main thing is you want to break up the look of a rifle, but at the same time not interfere with any of the functionality of the weapon. I think that'll work just fine.